Just as no one can be forced into belief, so no one can be forced into unbelief. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. The intention that man should be happy is not in the plan of creation. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. I cannot think of any need in childhood as strong as the need for a father's protection. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. A woman should soften, but not weaken a man. Experience teaches us that the world is not a nursery. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. He does not believe that, does not live according to his belief. Everywhere I go, I find a poet has been there before me. Religion is a system of wishful illusions, together with a disavowal of reality. Words are capable of arousing the strongest emotions, and prompting all men's actions. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until it has gained a hearing. The ego refuses to be distressed by the provocations of reality, to let itself be compelled to suffer. In mourning, it is the world which has become poor and empty. In melancholia, it is the ego itself. One might compare the relation of the ego to the it with that between a rider and his horse. Children are completely egoistic, they feel their needs intensely, and strive ruthlessly to satisfy them. At the height of being in love, the boundary between ego and object threatens to melt away. The repressed merges into the id as well, and is merely a part of it. Originally the ego includes everything, later it detaches from itself the external world. Neurosis is the result of a conflict between the ego and its id. A transference neurosis corresponds to a conflict between ego and id. The ego feeling we are aware of now is thus only a shrunken vestige of a far more extensive feeling. The virtuous man contents himself with dreaming, that which the wicked man does in actual life. Dreams may be thus stated, they are concealed realizations of repressed desires. Dreams with a painful content are to be analyzed as the fulfillments of wishes. The ideas so far produced are insufficient for the interpretation of the dream. The dream is a sort of substitution for those emotional and intellectual trains of thought. Self-deception is a plant which withers fast in the pellucid atmosphere of dream investigation. Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness. When inspiration does not come to me, I go halfway to meet it. Love and work and love, that's all there is. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. Immorality, no less than morality, has at all times found support in religion. In the small matters trust the mind, in the large ones the heart. A certain degree of neurosis is of inestimable value as a drive, especially to a psychologist. Men are more moral than they think, and far more immoral than they can imagine. I have found little that is good about human beings on the whole. Friendship is an art of keeping distance, while love is an art of intimacy. We choose not randomly each other. We meet only those who already exists in our subconscious. The goal of all life is death. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until it has gained a hearing. The first human who hurled an insult instead of a stone was the founder of civilization. Flowers are restful to look at. They have neither emotions nor conflicts. The mind is like an iceberg, it floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. Dreams are often most profound when they seem the most crazy. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive, and will come forth later in uglier ways. Everyone has wishes which he would not like to tell to others, which he does not want to admit even to himself. Towards the outside, at any rate, the ego seems to maintain clear and sharp lines of demarcation.